Yeah, but now with this one, when I want a little something and I'm not looking for the extra, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And I'm not looking for the extra, let's just do this one as it is. We're going to pass this around. And I have one more that if we need a little extra, we can pour it out. But I like to do 2 or 3 burn a day. But I don't want to do it late at night because I don't want to be up after it's time to go to bed, right? And this, is that a little weak? Is that a little weak? Do we need to add some more?
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay. I heard that little, and that says, that was kind of a say, I'm ready. Okay, so we'll have that around. But this is a great one to help you get better results. And some people that are on a plateau, this might be something you can try to help get you off that plateau. Now, everybody understands that plateaus are a part of Mother Nature, right? They have mountains, they have plateaus, right? You're going to have peaks and valleys, you're going to have plateaus. What happens in the body is actually, if you look at a fat cell, and let's say this is a fat cell, and a fat cell is filled up with, obviously, something called fat. Your body likes conservation. It doesn't like to break it down and build it up and break it down and build it up. So as you start to lose weight, oftentimes what will happen is, instead of fat, they'll replace it with water. And so there'll be fluid in there. You've taken away some of your fat. So when you do this, you can actually be changing, but your weight isn't changing, right? You're losing fat, but it's holding on to some water, so you don't see a difference on the scale. Okay? The scale is not the best measure, right? And many of you have seen that even though your weight hasn't changed that much, you're down different sizes. Like I had to punch 3 new holes in this after I started on the Bula Fit, and I'm down to my 3rd hole, so I'm having to go down to the next hole. That's good. That's good, right? That's good. But what will happen is, after a time when you've been on this plateau and you've continued it, your body says, oh, I guess I don't need that cell. We're not going back to that feast mode where we're going to be able to build that. Let's get rid of it. And when that happens, then you start on another dip. Has anybody noticed that in their program? Then you lost good weight for a time, and then you lost it. It went down, and then there was a plateau. Okay, plateaus happen. It's natural. Don't be alarmed. The other thing that also happens is your body can be building muscle at the same rate as it's burning fat. And if you drop a pound of fat and pick up a pound of muscle, you can see a difference in your clothes, but there's no difference on the scale. Okay, so that's good. But this is also when you're at that plateau and you're like, I want to get past that plateau. You can try the exogenous ketones between meals to help you. Okay? And if you're ever having that, sometimes when you're on ketosis and you're on the verge, is there anybody that's still had a craving or two? If you've had that craving or two, you're not fully in the ketosis, that can be another time that the exogenous ketones can be a great help to you. So they did a lot of research into this, so it's a great product. And I have seen some other exogenous ketone products out there. There's some good ones. I haven't seen anything that tastes like this. I really like this taste. There's a lot of them out there that, in fact, people said, yeah, I could almost tolerate that. And some, but this one's different, and so I really like it. They went through lots of versions to get this formula right, and I really like it. Okay, so those are the basic products for the keto. Any questions? Any questions? Yes, Richard.
The dosage
On the Fizz, really that's one according to how you feel. If you want to do 1 a day, if you want to do 2 a day, if you want to do 3 a day, you can.
What about half?
You could do half of 1 a day, right? Because it's just about your need. Now, if you're going to do half of one, again, because of the New Zealand black currant, it can get thicker over time. So if you're doing half of one, you might want to just mix half the powder in, mix it up and drink it instead of let it sit around for another day, right? Yeah. Good questions. Yes?
So that's the one with the 10 carbs. If you had 2 of those,
That's one with the 10 carbs. And what I don't know, that's a question that came up. This one doesn't list fiber. So I don't know if all 10 carbs are just net carbs or if some of it's fiber. Now again, this one does have the New Zealand blackcurrant. It does have some of those antioxidants. It has some things in it that are natural carbs from the fruits. But I suspect some of that is fiber. But in their rush to to get this out and get the formula right. Some of you may have noticed, this is another one. This one actually is sold out as well, but it's coming in tomorrow, so it's not sold out for a long time, right? But this is one that they actually delivered there down at the event, the second day of the event. We didn't have it on the first day, so they made a special run and took it down there. Yes?
Dr. Lundell spent quite a bit of time on that, on the Fizz. And so he's kind of got an idea of where you can subtract a little bit from carbs.
Right, right. And so we'll go through the formula again and try to get those numbers so you'll know, because it's not going to be, I don't suspect that it's 10 net carbs. Yes?
So is it a pre-workout? I mean, like, because I've taken some pre-workouts that really want to get you.
Yeah, it's not that kind of a pre-workout, but it can be a great one for a pre-workout or even while you work out, you know. And the reason is because the ketones are great energy. Anybody heard of marathon runners getting to that second wind? Okay, that's when you're in ketosis, and that's what ketones will help you do. You can get into that second wind faster. So it can be a great pre-workout one. Now, if you want to really
Take it with a burn?
yeah, or you can take it with burn is a fantastic pre-workout before you exercise. A lot of people love the burn before that. Also, the Go caps or the sports caps could be another one that you could mix with it. So you can do a little bit of mixing and experimentation. Just see which one you feel the best with. Okay. Everybody like the taste of that? I like the taste of it. Do we have any children? Does anybody here have any children? I have 3. Right. You're not asking if we have children. You're asking if children can take it. Yeah, they could take it. There's nothing. It's not stimulant oriented. It's energy oriented, right? So, like our shake, pregnant mothers, expecting mothers wouldn't have a problem because it's a real food product. You wouldn't want to do the burn for pregnant or nursing mothers, but you could do the keto fuel. And we have a box of this. Yeah, there's a lot of fruit and vegetable powders in here. Can I just read this to you? It's got beet powder, raspberry powder, cranberry powder, strawberry powder, blackberry powder, blueberry powder, orangeberry powder, purpleberry powder. No, I'm kidding on that. Pomegranate powder, carrot powder, flaxseed powder, mango powder, papaya powder, pear powder. It actually says pear power, but I think that's probably pineapple powder, tomato powder, acai powder, watermelon powder, wheatgrass powder, spirulina powder, barley grass powder, pea fiber, chlorella powders, broccoli powder, cabbage powder, kale powder, parsley powder, and spinach powder. Is there anybody that didn't eat all of those fruits and vegetables today? Well, you've got some now because you've got some in the Fizz. And the other thing that's really good, a lot of people when they go on the ketogenic diet don't eat a lot of fruit. Anybody notice that? Fruit has a lot of fruit sugars, right? But when we're using this, we can get some of the nutrients from that whole variety, that range of different fruits, and that's why I love this. And magnesium beta hydroxybutyrate. Magnesium beta hydroxybutyrate is the first of the 3 different types of BHBs that they put in there. So again, a little bit of extra magnesium. Yes?
For a person who's not doing keto, to take that product, what would it do for them? Is the same thing?
It would still be the energy. If you're not on ketosis and you take extra ketones, your body says, maybe I should burn some of this for energy. So you can still get some of that effect. They don't have to be in ketosis to use this product, but it is a good one to help people get into ketosis. And for many people, that's all they had before they had the burn. Right? Now, I'm excited to see what happens when we put all of these together. The other thing I like about this, it's not just the beta hydroxybutyrate. There's actually some raspberry ketones that are added to this. So again, a little more variety, and you do have some slight energy. There's a little bit of the guarana seed extract and the Garcinia cambogia in there, just a little bit. Okay, so this is one that's great. It's got B vitamins, it's got B6, B12, it's got some niacin, but it's not a huge amount of niacin. It's just a small amount of niacin. So I don't expect a lot of niacin flushes, but you know, if somebody's super sensitive, it is possible. I just wouldn't expect it with all the balancing nutrients there. Okay?